Hello, welcome to House News. Honorary teachers have been a hot issue lately after the government made the decision to stop providing and to remove honorary personnel in 2023. In facing the development of global competition, the awareness of cultural preservation as national identity needs to be emphasized. Disclosure of public information is an important aspect of democracy as individual rights to public information. South Sulawesi MSMEs recorded a significant increase from year to year since the COVID-19 pandemic emerged. Becoming the backbone of Indonesia's economy, the existence of MSMEs is expected to increase every year. Young people in all countries, including Indonesia, have the potential to be agents of social change, economic development, and technological innovation. Lampung is currently facing a shortage of teachers, which has been one of crucial issues in education sector. Member of Commission 10 of the House encourages the central and local governments of Lampung to attend to this condition and make more efforts to fulfill the need for teachers. The House also demands the local government to increase educational facilities and infrastructure.
During a recess working visit, Nur Purnamasidi admits government has prepared no significant solution for the honorary teachers issue because the proposed quota and formation have not been agreed. The central government, on the other hand, no longer promoted honorary teacher to become a civil servant without selection. Purnamasidi assessed Indonesia is currently facing a shortage of teachers, which may affect the national education goals.
Formula terkait dengan penyelesaian P3K, baik itu di dunia pendidikan dan kemudian di sektor-sektor yang lainnya, ini betul-betul bisa kita tuntaskan. Terutama tenaga pendidik di sekolah-sekolah yang ada di Indonesia ini terpenuhi semuanya, proses pendidikan di Indonesia tetap bisa berlangsung dan pencapaian pendidikan kita terkait dengan bagaimana peningkatan indeks sumber daya manusia kita bisa kita pastikan akan ada peningkatan yang cukup signifikan.
Member of Commission 10 of the House, Nuroji adds, honorary teachers have been a classic problem in most of region in Indonesia. Therefore, Nuroji asked the government to give more attention towards honorary teachers, especially in remote areas. Nuroji also demands all related parties to develop more supporting facilities.
Guru-guru yang belum ada penempatan, kemudian juga yang sudah lulus P3 tidak mau ditempatkan di pedalaman atau di tempat-tempat yang jauh. Itu menurut saya memang agak rumit persoalan ini ya, selama apa yang dikejar adalah semua bukan pengabdian ya. Jadi kalau guru-guru sudah diperhatikan, honorernya sudah dinaikkan, terus honorernya jadi status P3, P3-nya lolos, nggak mau ditempatkan kerja, ini satu persoalan.
Mario Hasiholan, TVR Parliament, reports.
Vice Chairperson of Commission 6 of the House, Arya Bima, invites state-owned enterprise to actively participate in conserving the archipelago cultural heritage.
At Karangtumaritis National Hermitage, Tangerang Regency, Banten recently, Vice Chairperson of Commission 6 of the House, Arya Bima, invites state-owned enterprises or BUMN to actively involve in preserving Indonesia arts and culture. Arya Bima hopes BUMN social and environmental responsibility can be allocated on the development of the nation's cultural art. Arya Bima also adds the House needs to give more attention to the conservation of archipelago heritage.
Membangun Kerso ini adalah suatu cara beliau, ya. Cara Pak Ananta sebagai anggota DPR yang membidangi bidang ekonomi, tapi tidak abai. Ya, karena salah satu fungsi BUMN sendiri juga membina berbagai tradisi seni lewat UMKM-nya juga. Dan saya juga cukup bangga ada beberapa UMKM yang cukup terlibat di dalam membangun area kesenian ini.
Meanwhile, member of Commission 6 of the House, Ananta Wahana, explains the commitment to develop the arts and culture of Indonesia, such as the Bus from Banten, Liong Tionghoa, Shadow Puppets, and Reok.
Kami kebetulan punya periode baru, yaitu Padepokan Budaya Bangun Karso. Ya, kegiatannya seperti tadi. Ada seni reok yang juga baru umur kira-kira 9 tahun juga sudah kita latih. Kemudian nanti juga ada seni debus ya. Tadi juga yang namanya barongsai, leong itu juga merupakan kebudayaan nasional kita.
From Tangerang Regency, Banten, Oki Zulindra and Syamsul, TVR Parliament report.
The synergy of the House and the Coordinatoriate of Parliament Journalists or KWP is necessary to continuously strengthen to deliver fast and accurate information to the public. The election of KWP chairperson for the period of 2022 until 2024 is expected to improve accurate information and avoid misleading reporting, which potentially polarize public opinion.
Aryawan has been elected by acclamation as the chairperson of the Coordinatoriate of Parliament Journalists or KWP for the period of 2022 until 2024. The head of Press Parliamentary Bureau, Indra Pahlevi, explains the synergy between the House and KWP needs to continuously improve to avoid misleading information and fake news, which has become a major phenomenon in media.
Tentu saya berharap kepengurusan periode 2022-2024 nanti melanjutkan berbagai program dan hubungan baik dengan Biro Pemberitaan Parlemen tentunya ya, agar semua agenda kita bisa berjalan dengan lancar ya. Dan kami juga berharap ketua yang baru itu mampu mengkonsolidasikan diri ke dalam ya, di rekan-rekan wartawan yang ada di DPR, agar supaya semua berjalan dengan baik, dengan tertib ya.
The elected KWP chairperson period 2022 until 2024, Aryawan says the management will continue the existing programs. Furthermore, Aryawan adds KWP will keep the synergy and collaborate with the House, the People's Consultative Assembly, and the Regional Representative Council in disseminating information to public.
Kita juga pengen terus bersinergi dan berkolaborasi dengan 3 lembaga yang ada di parlemen, DPR, MPR, dan DPD, dan juga bersinergi dengan teman-teman wartawan atau pokja-pokja di luar KWP.
From Bogor, East Java, Teresia Butar-Butar, TVR Parliament report.
Commission 11 of the House encourages export products of South Sulawesi MSMEs. The House also requests MSMEs to support the export of a number of key commodities in the area which could help to increase economic growth in the province.
During the work visit to several MSMEs in South Sulawesi, Member of Commission 11 of the House, Agun Gunanjar Sudarsa, says government needs to empower micro, small, and medium enterprises, or MSMEs, in South Sulawesi, so that the industry can potentially drive the export. Agun Gunanjar hopes the central and local government can collaborate in developing the MSMEs in South Sulawesi.
Justru menurut hemat saya, tantangan global itu justru harus kita jadikan peluang. Contoh, kita hari ini tertekan nilai tukar sampai 15.500. Nah, sebetulnya bisa kita tekan apabila memang potensi ekspor kita dorong. Nah, potensi ekspor kita itu memungkinkan banyak sekali produk-produk UMKM kita. Sandang, pangan, papan, kuliner, kopi, hasil pertanian. Itu yang sampai hari ini menurut hemat saya banyak yang tidak teroptimalkan.
Furthermore, Member of Commission 11 of the House, Igusti Agung Rai Wirajaya, underscores the need for MSMEs to have more access to expand the export.
Terutama di pelabuhan-pelabuhan yang harus memberikan kemudahan bagaimana mereka UMKM ini bisa berkumpul bersama-sama menjadi satu kontainer atau mungkin dalam beberapa kontainer untuk bisa diekspor ke negara tujuan. Tetapi itu bersama-sama berikanlah mereka kemudahan-kemudahan dalam pengiriman barang yang dibutuhkan oleh negara-negara yang membutuhkan.
Commission 11 of the House has lauded the Bank of Indonesia and Financial Services Authority or OJK for facilitating dialogue and discussion with the MSMEs in South Sulawesi. The House hopes the support to MSMEs can significantly bolster economic growth in the province, where